Hey guys, Ivan here with another video for today, and in this one we got a lot of really interesting stuff. We got a couple of really impressive physique updates of the big boys of the open bodybuilders at 2 days out of the Arnold Classic, and we're starting with this physique update of Samson Dauda, in which he is looking absolutely monstrous. Last year or a couple of years ago, you could have found like a couple of gaps in his physique. Not really gaps, but like his arms could have been rounder, maybe his shoulders as well. But now I'm looking at his most muscular, and it's hard for me to grasp that this guy is actually 6 foot tall. I mean, he is so freaking round, so wide, so complete. With the arms improvements now, this is looking absolutely sick, man. And yeah, I think he's winning the Arnold Classic, I'm pretty sure about that. Now, as far as conditioning, you know, it doesn't look like some insane, crazy level of conditioning, even though the lighting here is really good. But you guys remember what happened at the Mr. Olympia 1 day out, when he took his shirt off at a press conference. He didn't look like super crazy shredded, but on the day of the stage, he dried out. So even though here he's in okay condition, I'm sure he will be really much drier on the day of the stage. But he is bringing it, man. He's bringing it for sure, and I think it's probably going to be the best Samson we ever saw. I don't know how will he nail his peak, but honestly, this is looking better than that 1 day out of the Mr. Olympia. So if he dries out even more, or I don't want to say carbs up even more, because here he looks blasting full. But that's Samson, like he's always super full because he has that crazy round muscle, so much density, so much thickness. So it's really not necessary to be super carbed up. It's all about being as dry as possible. So if he dries out even more, this is potentially going to be the best conditioning Samson ever brought. And we know for a fact that his arms are a lot bigger. It seems like his shoulders are as well. So it's gonna be the most complete Samson we ever saw. If that actually ends up being the case, it's just my speculation, my assumptions. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but we don't know until we actually see him on stage. Maybe he's gonna look the same as always. Maybe he's gonna look even worse. We don't know what kind of condition he's going to bring. But if he actually nails the peak, and if he's truly improved in some areas, how close will this be to freaking Ronnie Coleman? I'm not saying he's gonna reach Ronnie Coleman level, but he's gonna come pretty close to it, I would say. And if that happens, how long will Samson actually reign? Because if that is the case, he's going to be undefeated for who knows how long, and he can keep winning both Arnold and Mr. Olympia. You know, this is definitely, in my opinion, potentially, I would say even right now, even his last Mr. Olympia edition, top 5 best bodybuilder in the world. And if he wins this and another Mr. Olympia, and if he actually improves conditioning and completeness wise, he can be like top 3, top 4 of the best Mr. Olympias of all time. I can definitely see that. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below, but this physique update is absolutely looking impressive, crazy for 2 days out. We'll see what he's gonna look like on stage in 2 days, so guys, stay tuned, subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss out on my coverage of the show. Alright, the next thing we got is this photo that surfaced of Carlos Thomas Jr. This was posted yesterday, you guys probably saw it. I didn't make a video about it yesterday, but we got new photos today, actually a new video, 2 videos. But in this photo from yesterday, I was like, I was disappointed, to be honest. Like, his quads are enormous. Like, probably too big for his upper body, but then again, I wouldn't say too big because his arms are also super massive, his chest is as well, and his waist is probably like too small. Even though he has the upper body to match the legs are looking weirdly enormous, like tumorous, like kind of like Big Ramy's legs. And what the problem was, in my opinion, when I saw this, was the lack of separation. The depth of the separation was just not that good, you know? And it's not just the conditioning. He is lean. He is pretty shredded. It's just that, like, the depth is not there. And I think it's just simply the muscle quality. Some guys just don't have the deepest separation. There are arguments, there are theories that that's because guys are injecting SEO in their quads. I don't think that's the case with this guy, because if he did that, like, why would he do that? If his legs are a little bit smaller, it would probably be even better. So that's not it, guys. I think it's probably genetic, because there are guys who have simply shallow separation in certain body parts, even when they are not this big. But it could also be as simple as the muscle is so dense, so thick, that the separation just can't be very deep, right? Because everything is just so thick, so full, that like the separation becomes more shallow as the muscle grows. I don't know what it is. The judges are not gonna try to figure out why this happened. They're gonna just see the lack of depth of the separation, and they're gonna mark him down for that. But let's take a look at a new video from today when he probably dried out a little bit more. Obviously, it's in a different spot, the lighting is completely different, but I think the angle at which this video is taken is better. It's from a lower angle, which is basically the angle from which the judges are going to look at him. I mean, they're going to be even lower than this. The other photo was from a little bit higher angle, so here he looks better. He looks better for sure. I can see more separation in the chest, especially, and in the quads as well. Like, yes, his quads are not going to be the most deeply separated, but here they're actually looking better. And this is at 2 days out. 2 days out. So that means he has 2 more days to potentially, I don't know, carb up, dry out. Maybe he's flat. Maybe that's part of the reason why his quads are not as separated. Maybe once he actually fills it up with glycogen, they're going to pop out a little bit more. The muscle fibers are going to be more alive. So maybe once he actually finishes the peak week, once he actually gets completely dried out, filled out, I think he's going to look better. Now, with the way he looks right here, if I didn't see the previous photo, man, I would say I'd probably have him higher than what I thought. But considering the previous photo, and also that he's not showing his back, which is a weak point for him, I think I'll have him where I put him in my prediction video, and that's not very high. I think I'd have him in like 8 or something like that. So what do you guys think? Do you think he can actually surprise and, place in the top 5? I mean, is that even a surprise? Like, Nick Strength and Power had him winning, or at least he talked about can he win. A lot of people actually had him in their like top 4, top 5. So I don't know if is top 5 even a surprise. For me, it would be, but I don't know about you guys. Wherever you think Carlos is gonna place, tell me down below. Alright, then finally we got Akim Williams, guys. Akim Williams, who is looking like an absolute freak right here, and we haven't seen basically anything from Akim in a while. But I kind of knew he was going to bring it, because in the last couple of years, he's always bringing the conditioning. And at this point, at this exact same spot where everybody else is taking the photo, he is looking absolutely insane. I mean, conditioning is good, guys. It's good. Look at the inner part of his thighs. Like, it's all dry. There is no fat. There is no water. I mean, there is a crazy amount of separation in the chest, in the shoulders. Quads are massive. He is looking good, guys. I mean, my prediction, I had him in 6th, but after seeing this, I mean, yeah, his back is bad, so that's why he probably won't be able to beat James Hollins yet, but I don't know, like, from the front, this is looking nuts. Let's check out the other pose that he posted as well, side chest. I think this is going to be the best side chest on that stage. It can definitely be compared to even Samson. Is it going to beat Samson? Let's say Samson's side chest is the best, but then who's got a better side chest, Akim Williams or Derek Lunsford? Come on, guys. I'm pretty sure Akim has a better side chest than Derek. For sure, a better side chest than Andrew Jacked. And I'm pretty sure about James as well and everybody else below. I think only Samson can challenge Akim in the side chest, and as far as the quarter turn, it's also really crazy. Look at the shoulder, man. Look at that rear delt, the arms, the chest. Akim's chest, one of the best in the game. This guy has so much going for him. For some reason, I think he's kind of overlooked at shows. I think he can place even higher, even with that back, because he's so damn good from all the angles, basically. From the side, from the front, and even from the back, in the back lat spread. It's only back double bicep that is hurting him. And of course, he won't post his back double, but take a look at the front lat spread, also very good. Maybe like not my favorite way of hitting the front lat. I would like to see more lats, less arms, but this variation works for him, and it does look freaky. But back to the side chest, really crazy, really crazy impressive side chest man, one of the best side chests in the world right now. I mean, I don't even know if Samson's side chest is better. I mean, he's bigger for sure, wider, but look at the details in the leg from the side. Who has these kind of details in the legs and like the height of the quad as well? I mean, Akim's quads are enormous, but the details in the side leg, in the side quad, crazy. The glute separation as well from the side, the separation like in the chest, in the shoulders, in the arms as well. Like there are lines everywhere, deep lines, deep cuts. The muscle maturity on this guy and the fullness, like every muscle fiber has a crazy fullness. So yeah, one of the most impressive physiques that are going to compete at the Arnold Classic. In my prediction, I had him 6th, and I'll keep him there, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm so impressed with his physique, but for some reason, he never really places very high, but I think he has the potential. If the judges actually notice him, if he maybe improves the posing of the back double a little bit, and if he's actually aggressive in the poses, if he actually shows dominance and confidence, you know, he can actually probably surprise. I think he's that good. But whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Again, for the coverage of the Arnold Classic over this weekend, subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.